Alright guys, so here in chapter 10 you encounter for the first time a rather common construction in Latin known as the accusative infinitive construction. This sometimes trips people up, but it's actually a pretty easy concept, so just follow along. Make sure you notice it in the readings and you should be fine. Alright, this accusative infinitive construction will come after a verb of thinking, perceiving, or saying. Now this can include a lot of different verbs, verbs like videre, conspicere, speculare, these sorts of things. Those are verbs of seeing, and so you'd have an accusative infinitive after those, whereas dicere is a verb of saying. You'd have an accusative infinitive after that, and then other sorts of perception verbs like audire will also take accusative infinitive constructions. All right. So rather than give you a lot of theoretical asides on how that works, I'll just show you some examples taken from the book. If you look at these, I think that these are on page 72 or 73, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Just note that it's at line 105 in chapter 10. All right, or 104, sorry. So notice right here it says, Marcus quintum ad terram cadere videt. Notice your main sentence is Marcus videt, right? Marcus sees. Then effectively, the entire thing which he sees is the direct object of videt, right? And as such, the subject of the clause which is formed by his perception is going to be in the accusative case. So here, Marcus sees Quintus fall to the ground, ad terram cadere, right? But note that Quintus is effectively the subject of the clause formed after Marcus sees. You could also say Marcus sees that Quintus is falling to the ground. All right. If you go down a few more lines here, sed Marcus eum spirare non videt. So notice right here, Marcus non videt, verb of perception, and then you have an accusative infinitive construction, eum spirare, right? Marcus does not see eum spirare, him breathe, or that he is breathing, and that's all you have to do. It's really not that complicated. Eum is the subject of this clause right here, but it's in the accusative, and its main verb is in the infinitive. If you ever get tripped up about how to do these, make sure you just think accusative infinitive can always be translated with that he is blank or that she is blank, etc., etc. All right, Julius puerum vocare audit. Julius audit, notice verb of perception. He hears puerum vocare, accusative infinitive construction right here. He hears the boy call, or alternatively, he hears that the boy is calling. And then pater filium perteritum ad se accurrere videt. He sees, notice again, verb of perception. He sees the filium perteritum ad se accurrere. This one's a little bit more involved, but note that here filium perteritum is your accusative subject. Accurrere is your main verb. So he sees the terrified son run ad se, to himself. All right, hopefully that's all fairly straightforward. I'll go over this a little bit more in class, but make sure you're ready to translate sentences like these.